Good morning, everybody. You know, we just came off of some stormy weather down at the eastern end of Lake Ontario. And this is the first time in about 4 days that we've had a chance to get out on the water. We're going to be taking out a dad with his son, and Barb's coming out with me. But I wanted to share something about safely docking your boat. The first thing I want to mention is what you see in the background there. That's a lift that was custom made for our boat. And it's perfect because I can drive the boat on when I'm done fishing. I can raise it up out of the water manually. It's got a nice cover, so it protects it from rain or things going into the boat or other elements. And then when I need to use it, I just roll it down. But the one thing that I want to tell you this morning is how you prevent dock rash on your boat. So if you look behind me, you see I've got a couple of whips there. Those are done by DockEdge, and they are amazing. Let me tell you all about them. See, on this dock, the slats don't go parallel, they go perpendicular, and that's because these sections of dock about 5 feet come out. So what I've done, I've taken the base, which is held on by about 3 4-inch lag bolts, and you can see that there's wood underneath on the bottom. So the bolts go right through into the wood that's on the bottom, so it's very stable. I've done that here, and I've also done that right here. Even though I've got a cleat here, the cleat is actually very useful. What I like about the base of the DockEdge is that they've got a cleat on the back, they have a loop on the front if you need to put a rope on there, and you can also install a cleat up here so that you can judge the length of tension that you want on the whip. So the most important thing that this whip does is, if you look here, I'm going to go back over here, is that it keeps the boat at a specific angle away from the dock. So no matter if it gets windy or there's a lot of waves or traffic even close to the dock, you can see the angle on the whips. So there's enough tension there, but not too much to keep it in the exact position. So normally, if I'm not going to be fishing for a few days, I will store the boat up on the lift, which is right here. Okay, but if I'm using it, you know, over and over again and the weather's not bad, I'll use it with the whips. Now, when you install the whips, it comes into 2 sections, and depending on the size of the boat that you have, we have a 20-foot Pro Sports. This is a multi-species boat. You can see right here is the connection where the 2 pieces of fiberglass go together. It's very strong. At the top, there is a pulley system with a wheel inside so that there's no problem attaching it. What I like what they've done here, this is the mechanism that determines how big your loop is to put underneath. So what we do normally, I put this rope on first, and I had to do a little bit of judging and trial and error. So this rope is on my cleat, and then on top of that, I put the actual whip rope on there. And I do the same thing here, okay? So in this case, I've attached the rope to the cleat that's on the dock. In the other case over here, I've attached the rope to the eye bolt that's on the actual DockEdge, the bottom of it. So this is a really great system. I'm going to try just to show you here. I'm going to try pushing it out, and I can't really push it out, and I can't pull it in. So what I do is I go in the boat, I release this at the front and the back, the rope on the DockEdge, and then I have this length, and I've got bumpers here just in case on the dock as well. When people need to go into the boat, especially when I'm having guests or even Barb, I'll detach the ropes that are attached to the whip, the DockEdge whip, and then I'll just let the boat come in a little bit closer, and then we go into the boat. I'll tell you, this is a great system to protect your boat, whether you have a lift that you can take your boat out of the water, or you just want the whips to keep your boat safe when it's in the water. It doesn't matter if it's a week or 10 days or whatever. It's a great system to prevent your boat from bumping the dock, and it stays in one position. The nose doesn't come in, the back doesn't come in. It stays perfectly parallel to the dock.